Salutations, EC Misk here with an overdue follow-up to my Ouroboros skip tutorial of the Nintendo Switch era. As before, I cannot take any credit for what I'm about to present. I owe it all to the Discord community, particularly for sharing a Japanese Twitter post last season that demonstrated an unprecedentedly quick means of performing the skip, by throwing a bomb so that it sticks between the path to the Geo-Dungeon and the rock before it. Similarly to loot duping in the Flash game, this is a pixel-perfect trick, and the positioning here from the original Twitter post is for 50 FPS versions of the game, such as version 1.1.0 of the Switch release, which I'm recording right now. The visual cue here is to line up Gale's left arm with the leftmost small downward plank in the background. As a reminder of why this skip is important, it skips the entire plot from the Song of Ouroboros to Moonlight Ravine, and opens up the possibility of farming Birdie for Infinite Rin. Moving on to Steam version 1.2.7, the 60 FPS version of the game, where I will go over the specifics of the setup and demonstrate the other positioning, with credit to PHO-A on Discord. First, you're going to want one of the two boxes on the left, preferably the closer one if you're going for the 45 ring Songstone puzzle, otherwise the farther one. Take this up the ascending trio of brittle platforms, to this wide crate here, which you want to push as far right as you can. For precise adjustments, it helps to release the crate, push yourself up against it, and grab it anew. Then position yourself so the right edge of the crate is between Gale's legs, and toss the box at maximum height. The next step is to take the nearest treasure chest in the crate. Exercise caution if you use too many of the brittle platforms, because then there's no getting back up when you fall. This time, line up Gale's crotch with the right bar of the crate before tossing it the same way as the box. Now if you wait a bit and perform a leap before the bar in question, you should land on the chest while it's submerged beneath the box, where one last step remains. Take the box by holding up and pressing the grab button, and then drop it right, so you can jump on it and let the chest float. Use a bomb to weigh down the box, so you can move the chest the same way, and continue until you've reached the visual cue plank. Make sure the leading container is as afloat as it can be, otherwise the visual cues mentioned will not work. Speaking of which, the 60 FPS positioning is where the left side of Gale's right leg is exactly 2 pixels away from the right side of the plank. Crawling helps to minimize distance adjustments, and if Gale is facing the wrong way, you can pivot in place during the first few frames of her crouching animation. Once you have the positioning down, it's just a matter of climbing the bomb up the rock into the fortress.